reigning cup winners against cup specialists. Welcome to a veritably balmy Campbelltown Stadium as Macarthur and Adelaide both go looking for their first wins of the new A-League men's campaign. Round 2 of the A-League campaign continuing, and it's another match that promises plenty of goals on paper, and let's hope it lives up to that billing. For Dwight York's Macarthur FC, 2 changes from the side that failed to impress against the Raw then, with Matthew Miller making his first start of the season at the expense of Jake McGing at right back, while up front Lockie Rose is preferred to Anthony Carter. With Kieran Backus lying low with injury, it's Jerry Skatardis who continues in the middle of the park. While for Adelaide, 3 changes for the Reds. Ben Warland, returning to Adelaide this season, comes in for Alex Popovic. He's missing with illness. Hiroshi Ibasuki and Craig Goodwin also coming in with Harry van der Sarg and Zach Clough, who suffered a quad strain in yesterday's final training session, missing out. On the bench, Nestori Irankunda returns from the Joeys, qualifying for the Asian Cup, alongside a 16-year-old by the name of Musa Toure. And Dwight York there, the 50-year-old coach of this Macarthur side, who won a trophy after just 5 matches. A week ago, the highly rated Macarthur Bulls attack fired blanks in their opening match of the season after a prolific cup run that saw them capture the first silverware in their history. They'll be hoping for more luck in front of goal, but they'll be hoping first and foremost that their captain, Uli Davila, is okay. It's a strong challenge, and it's a straight right to the face of Davila from Isaias, just a couple of minutes in, seconds in rather.
Yeah, g'day Robbie. Thought you were taking a
How
couple
are you,
of minutes
Andy?
of our game away from us then. This was from the kickoff. The right arm of Isaias reaching in.
Bushcock. Ryan Kitto doing the defending ahead of Al-Hassan Toure. Could be a fantastic day for the Toure family, with a young 16-year-old, the latest of the fraternity, on the bench. Musa Toure came on and made his debut last weekend. Al-Hassan is clearly one to look up to.
There's the young brother, watching on adoringly, I'm sure. 4 minutes gone, 3 fouls on Davila. At this rate, there'll be 65 fouls on the Mexican by the end of the game, or thereabouts.
Arzani's ball near post. The header, good save from Gauchi, low to his left.
A good header from Aspro Potomides. Macarthur lacking anyone with really aggressive intent to even anticipate a rebound. Look at Matt Miller, just anchored and watching. Wooscock slow, but at least in the general vicinity.
Ibasuki's touch back with Dorigo. Now Kitto, he's done that well. Goodwin drifted into an offside position.
It was unfortunate because it was a beautifully weighted pass from Kitto. When he looked to hit that pass, Craig Goodwin was still motoring forward. Clearly had run offside, Goodwin, and pulled out of the pursuit. Davila again, twisting and turning.
Oh, and that's going to be the end of the afternoon for Uli Davila. You can see as he goes searching for the exact point where he's strained or perhaps just torn a little bit his hamstring. Terribly frustrating moment for a footballer and for Uli Davila, who looks like he's really been involved in everything so far for Macarthur. And a big blow for Dwight York as well.
Massively, massively, and he's such an innocuous moment in time. He wasn't at full stretch, at full tilt. He's definitely felt a tweak in the back of his leg. And you'd imagine that Macarthur will take a safety first approach with their prize asset.
such an outstanding performance last season in a side that was really struggling as well. Quite York asking the question, yes, it is all over.
Still working through their options on the sideline, Macarthur. And whilst they're so doing, running at a man less until now.
And it's going to be Charles Monbois, who has got a special delivery in his left hand as well, the captain's armband. So in the 12th minute, that substitution confirmed for Macarthur as the ice goes on to that left hamstring strain. De Silva closing down Dorigo quickly. Ben Warland, who's back after that spell with Sydney. 42 appearances for the Sky Blues. Now back where he spent 4 seasons at the start of his career with Adelaide. Kitto. The cross in, Ibasuki. Little nod down, clever, and now Dorigo. Only palmed out by Curto, and the follow-up for Blackwood. Well, enough on it from the Macarthur defence to turn it away for a corner.
Yeah, really awkward fumble from Philip Curto. He's been a very good acquisition for the A-League. It's a speculative cross at best from Ryan Kitto. Macarthur in the first instance don't deal with it. And the keeper, as culpable as any in the end, really invited that nervous moment for the Macarthur fans watching.
The onus often on the home side to make the running, to take the initiative. That's a clever little pass from Kitto. For Goodwin, the cutback, Blackwood. And so focused on getting it on target, there was an absence of venom about the final finish. Well, that was a huge let-off for Macarthur. Yes, back with Gauci. George Blackwood, who scored 5 last season for Adelaide, really should have given them the lead here. Now, Arzani, promising position, and that's how it's done. Macarthur getting one of their star men on the ball, and he made no mistake. It's a clinical finish. And he comes across. With the message there.
Well, on the Harvey Norman replay, we'll take more notice of the goal because I couldn't read the message either. And I've got to pay massive credit, not just to Daniel De Silva, who was struggling in the recovery run, but Isaias was bumped off the ball. De Silva launches Lockie Rose, and Lockie Rose didn't muck around. I've got space outside, a very talented player. His name's Daniel Arzani, who lances the available space beautifully. It's a great finish from the World Cup hopeful Daniel Arzani.
Now, Goodwin. They test Philip Curto again here. Scored a wonderful free kick last year, Goodwin. This time he chips it in, back post. Bar, it's over him. Ibasuki arriving. And the flag is up for offside. It won't count. Lockie Barr with the first challenge. Ibasuki nodding home the rebound.
Well, VAR will have a quick check of this. Jonathan Aspro, Potomedes. Well, that's a bit deceptive because the ball's clearly left his foot on that freeze.
Half-time at Campbelltown Stadium. Uli Davila injured and off in the early minutes of the match. And then a wonderful goal from Daniel Arzani. A clinical finish into the bottom corner, which is the difference between these two sides at the break. Half-time at Campbelltown. Macarthur FC 1, Adelaide United 0. All is in readiness for the start of this second half. Quick head count. And we are underway. Adelaide looking to claw back that 1-goal deficit. Get this second half underway. And it's Macarthur trying to burst forward immediately through Arzani. Andy Harper. This fixture has only been played 4 times before. It's the home side that has won on each occasion. And for the moment, Macarthur will be hoping to keep that going.
Well, most certainly they've finished that second half pretty well. Look, Adelaide had some really nice passages of play. I don't think that should be forgotten as people watch and expect what might happen in this game, what trends may develop. And Adelaide need to get really quickly back into the swing of things. You're right, they would be getting sick of chasing games, and it was an unfortunate goal for them to concede, losing the ball in midfield the way they did. But on the plus side, they had a couple of really promising passing sequences that opened up the Macarthur defence.
Lucky Bar had an unusual route to A-League football. Lockie Bar playing firstly overseas at Berlin International, a semi-professional outfit, then with Bradford and Harrogate down in the lower divisions in England before returning to play NPL. As that's a lovely reverse pass from De Silva for Rose. He just took his eye off the ball for a moment, and his cross only finds the chest of Lockie Bar. Now Arzani, back post for Toure. Now Monbois, cleared by Dorigo. Monbois again, and Wushkok settles things with Aspro Potamides. Vujica. Arzani just really caught on his heels. Navi Lopez doesn't need a second invitation. Now Halloran. To Goodwin. His cross is a good one, Ibasuki. Well, is that a free kick against Hiroshi Ibasuki?
Yeah, for climbing on Aspro Potamides. He was pretty adamant the ref got it right. Ibasuki can't believe it.
We'll have another look here.
All onside. It's clearly for the foul on Aspro Potamides. Just hands on the shoulders is what killed him. And more importantly, the goal for Adelaide. He can't believe it, Ibasuki. George Blackwood looks a little dumbfounded as well.
On the bench, it's a star-studded coaching bench, and Ibasuki, well, that one he really should have put away.
There's the one. This one would not have been rubbed out. He'll be disappointed. And for once, Uzkok, who's a little bit perhaps too far forward, maybe not. Easy to say on the replay, but he's taken up the first position as the centre half, and it means that Aspro's got 2 to pick up, and he can't get either of them. Ibasuki volleys away from the goal and to safety from a Macarthur viewpoint. But again, from Adelaide, they're just showing the threat that they do pose here.
So the Spaniard Juande has come on to replace Lockie Bar, as here come Macarthur through Toure. Shot block, Toure goes again. Almost brings it down. And it's the first appearance for Hyundai, who didn't come off the bench last weekend. Now Vujica. So it's Isaias. Oh, as here goes Arzani. Arzani down to the byline, cuts it for Lockie Rose. And that's two. And Daniel Arzani has scored one and made one. And against the run of play in this second half, Macarthur have doubled their lead.
Well, for goal number one, it was Rose to Arzani. Goal number two, on the Harvey Norman replay, it's Arzani to Rose. And truth be told, Arzani had a lot more to do with the second goal than Lockie did for the first, but nevertheless, on the near post, Lockie Rose arrives to finish off the great lead-up work from Daniel Arzani. Having a little bit of a day out today, Arzani may be stung by some criticism after last week's game. And Lockie Rose arrives right on time to make it two for Macarthur.
Toure now. Kitto coming back, and it's going to be another yellow card. This one for Ryan Kitto. It's 11 shots to 7 in Adelaide's favour at the moment, so they have been very much in the contest.
It's a great recovery, this, from Ryan Kitto. But I don't know if this is a yellow card, Robbie. I mean, really, he's tripped himself, you can see. Right? How can you punish? It's a free kick for sure. But really, to heap insult to the injury of the free kick, really, for someone who's tripped over?
Arzani goes straight for goal off the crossbar. Well, it's the Daniel Arzani show with an hour gone in Campbelltown.
Well, was with that wry smile, Joe Gauci actually applauding the Arzani effort, or wow, beaten pointers was Gauci. Where'd that come from?
Crossbar and post.
Arzani hits a fizzer. Look at the drop on that. Gauci, where's the ball? Who? What? Where'd that come from? And thankfully, he says, we're not 3 in arrears. Great stuff from Arzani.
Dwight York. Just the one change so far. Aaron Kunda. Fantastic turn. Fantastic confidence against Vujica, a player vastly more experienced. Kasumovic fouled.
He's looked handy, Kasumovic, off the bench. He's had not much to do, but he rose beautifully on the far post. You called it, Robbie. On that occasion, in really tight, available space, showed very light feet.
And now Kitto's cross, back post. Van der Sar keeps it in. Cuts it back towards the edge of the area. Alagic scuffs his shot, but it's still there. Kitto trying to find space, and in the end, all those red shirts just all look up and see the ball float out of play.
Well, the lefty's got entangled. Ethan Alagic needed the ball to fall to his left foot, and it falls to his right. He scuffs the shot. Then Ryan Kitto, it falls to his left foot. He makes space, maybe not enough, and then turns onto his right. It's almost bizarro work. Carl Viet turns around in a frustrated huff because he can see another chance and a real possibility come and go.
Hyundai. In it comes, it's a good ball. Ibasuki is there, and Warland surely offside. Perhaps not. Yes, arm raised. Can't hear the whistle over the cowbells. And are they checking it again? Hyundai is getting involved in a discussion.
Well, I think they'll definitely check it, just as a matter of course. Ben Warland, there he is, the furthest forward now.
Offside once and again, twice. Tracking back or not. Kunda again. Lovely turn, accelerates. He's got Halloran driving the ball in. And Aspro-Potamides again in the right place at the right time.
What about the man love between the two of them? They're building a really formidable partnership, Uzcock and Aspro-Potamides. Kunda put Halloran through. And if it's not one, it's the other at the front post, and his mate straight there to congratulate him. It's been a great performance by those two.
Well, Jovanovic has gone from last season as here goes Jet Drew on the charge forward. Mombwa is there. Charles Mombwa just couldn't stretch enough to finish. And they've had their chances, just like Adelaide at one end, to kill this game off.
Well, fantastic from young Drew. What about the composure? He collected the ball in stride without breaking a beat. It was beautiful. Maybe could have pulled that ball back just a fraction, but a brave run from Charles Mombwa. From the heart of defence in the corner situation, bursting upfield with pure hunger, really, just to get on the end of that one.
Is there any joy for Adelaide at Campbelltown this evening? It looks like, with a minute left, it's going to be a third consecutive home win for Macarthur over Adelaide United. It's going to be Nesteri Kunda who belts the ball into the wall. Warland up and under for Ibasuki. Kitto can't dig the cross out enough, and it's Craig Noon who heads away. Kitto back in again. Oh, and Kasumovic. What an opportunity. Well, they will look back at this match and wonder how they have not scored.
Well, he was at full stretch and at full steam. Ryan Kitto bounces the ball back, and he's just off balance as he leaps.
It's all over. It's a first A-League men's victory for Dwight York and his coaching staff. And he can say thank you very much to Daniel Arzani and Lockie Rose, who exchanged goals and assists for the home side against an Adelaide team who were able to salvage a draw away to Wellington last week, but there was to be no such heroics this afternoon at Campbelltown Stadium for Carl Viet's side. It's finished here in Campbelltown. Rose and Arzani the scorers. Macarthur 2, Adelaide United 0.